Man, AJ Styles, I guess he's a big fan of Mark Henry because he's a Texas boy too, just like Mark Henry was. And he came out there with the colorful suit and he tried to repeat history. Kenny Bomb, do you think it was convincing enough? Do you think this was a shocking segment in any way compared to the original? What did you think about what AJ Styles tried to pull off today?
Well, we watched it together, right?
Yeah, we did.
And all night they were kind of giving us the vibe like, oh, AJ Styles is going to retire. He's going to retire. We see him in this baby blue suit. So it already felt like they were kind of give him like some kind of iconic color that people were going to remember. So as soon as he came out looking sad, talking to Gallows and Anderson, I'm like, all right, kiddo, we know what's going on here. It's the Mark Henry spot. And surprise, it was the Mark Henry spot. You pretty much predicted it as well, though. What did you think about how everything played out?
I mean, it was very predictable, I think. It was nice for what it was, but I had two problems. Number one, I already told you, predictable. Number two was the fact that this is basically, let me be fair here and let me really force myself to think. All right, I did it. This is basically the only thing that happened on SmackDown. So, you know, I would expect something cooler, bigger, better. But here's the thing. Mark Henry, I think, especially at the end of his career, just had the gift of gab. Like when he won that World Heavyweight Championship from Randy and he caught that just 1 minute short promo, it was amazing. And every single time after that, until he lost that World Heavyweight Championship while he was on the Hall of Pain run, man, he was good on that stick. And that fake retirement, I had no idea until he hugged John Cena and then put him down with the world's strongest slam that he was faking. I mean, you could kind of tell, but not to this level. AJ made it really obvious, and he stumbled over his words like 5 times as he does each promo. I do. Well, I guess it's kind of too late for AJ now, but I always wish that, just like what happened to Bryan Danielson, AJ was also like getting better at promos, because Bryan Danielson, when he first came into the WWE, he wasn't even talking, and then by the end, especially when he was like this, you know, your world champion with the wooden title and stuff, like it was so good at promos.
Loved it.
Yeah, he
Loved it.
just went on like an insane growth spree when it came to, you know, the mic stuff. But yeah, AJ just wasn't good enough, man, with that. So we were just expecting it. It was also awkward with like Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows being out there, you know. It's like, what are they gonna do? Why are they out there all of a sudden? You know what I mean? The segment was not bad. It was just decent. Again, the reason.
But I mean, that wasn't the only awkward thing about it, because Cody Rhodes came out there, and one thing you pointed out, I had to go look back and see, like, wait a minute,
right.
Did John Cena not have his title when he came out here? But John Cena definitely had his championship. 100%. Why was Cody Rhodes out there without his championship? I think if you're the WWE champion, anytime the people see you, you got to have that belt on you. Now, there could be a reason behind it. You think there could be a reason behind it?
I don't think it's anything storyline. Maybe they will try to, you know, modify it a little bit and kind of have us believe it was for storyline. I think he just lost it, maybe, or forgot it.
There you go. He lost it like Chris Jericho. Or maybe they're introducing a new one, and
I don't know.
Wasn't the spot to do it in? I don't know.
This is like a billion-dollar company, so I think it'd be okay. You know what I mean? They could figure out the logistics if they were gonna introduce a new one. But yeah, like, what are you doing? You're the WWE champion. You gotta have that every single time even when you're in the toilet. Sorry for the image, but you know what I mean. That should never come off of your shoulder, basically. But yeah, that was also strange. But yeah,
let's talk about the reasoning behind it. So AJ Styles said, you know what? We had a banger match. We had a great match. One of the best matches of my career, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is in there crying like he usually does. And he says, you text me one thing, great match, little bro, or I'm fine, little bro. And then they hug, and Cody Rhodes lifts his hands everywhere around the audience, and then you're just waiting for it at this point. I mean, you could see what time it is. Like, okay, we still got some time in this show. Something's popping off here. AJ Styles hits him with the clothesline as everybody expected, and he finished him off with a nasty Styles clash off of those stairs. But kiddo, why do you do this match after WrestleMania just to jump over to Logan Paul and jump back to AJ Styles? Do you think this was the plan all along, or were they like, you know what, we don't got anybody else? Dave Meltzer just gave these guys a 5-star match, so let's run it back.
I think it might be a combination of the two, but this was definitely planned, and the two pay-per-views we had, Backlash and King and Queen of the Ring. They were just like almost treated like, house shows. And it's been the age-old tale with the WWE. After WrestleMania, you had Extreme Rules, or, back then you also had Backlash. And those people was always like super underwhelming. There was nothing happening. It was usually some WrestleMania rematches. All the matches were super, low risk. And it's the same thing, man. Like, it's another time for us to say maybe WWE should have a time off. If they're not gonna do decent shows at all, maybe don't do them at all. Maybe let us miss you a little bit. Maybe the ratings will be up because it'll be away for a second. But I don't know. Yeah, this has been a problem with the WWE for so long, and maybe the time off is a solution, or I don't know, find something else. Now I'll give them credit for at least King and Queen of the Ring, because we're getting like a potential title match at SummerSlam, so it's at least not a like completely empty pay-per-view. But that Backlash, the AJ Styles match with Cody was nothing. Logan Paul and Cody was nothing. It was solely designed to pass the time. I mean, which is they're basically not really respecting our time in my eyes. And
seems like they're just spinning their wheels.
Yeah, exactly. You take it however you want to take it.
Yeah. So he got hit with that Styles Clash off of those stairs, and Cody Rhodes was saying something on X about sometimes you just gotta accept the fact that you had your last match or something.
Yeah.
Was this writing Cody Rhodes off of TV for some time, or of course I don't think he had his last match, but do you think they're trying to write him off, because that was a bad spot?
Yeah, the whole night before I saw AJ Styles, I was like, "What? It's Cody going off now? Like, did he injure his leg with like some sort of edge situation right here?" But no. But I think you're right on the money with that. After that Styles Clash, with everything we said, I think it's looking up, because this is going to be an interesting feud. Besides Randy Orton, you had AJ Styles with the Bullet Club, background and stuff like that. And I think now they're going to go ahead and give us that extended feud. So things are looking up at least, and we might see some interesting stuff, and not a quote-unquote house show match like we've been seeing the last two Cody matches. So that's good. But yeah, I think at least for a month, Cody is just going to be appearing in a very limited fashion. Maybe he'll come back with that new title, like you said. But yeah, like why else would you, end off SmackDown like that? Styles Clash from the top of the stairs. Feels to me they at least got to write him out for 2-3 weeks at the very least.
I mean, you know what? I don't disagree with you, but I think this is a good feud to go back to, because I thought it was too short in the first place, and they did have the good match at the pay-per-view, so I'm excited to see it again, I guess. What do y'all think in the comment section? Let us know. Is this the right feud for Cody Rhodes to spark him back up, because the title run has been kind of mid so far? Let us know. Drop a like on the video, smash that subscribe button, and kiss the ring.
Whoa.